Soat necha bo'ldi? Kechirasiz. Soat necha bo'ldi? Hello. Today, in this lesson, in this video, we will be learning how to name, how to read time in Uzbek language. And of course, we have simple method and we have a complicated way. So in this video, we will talk about simple method, and then in the next one, we will discuss the harder version. And of course, we'll start with the vocab, because for this lesson, you have to know some words, and then I'll talk about the way, that way itself, and we'll practice. And before we start this lesson, make sure you've watched the video of our project where I am talking about numbers and memorizing phone numbers, practicing, because telling time is directly connected with that topic. And if you don't know how to count from 1 to 12 or from 10 to 60, then telling time will be hard. But who knows? Okay, let's start with words, and the first one is waqt. Waqt means time, but this word we use to say, for example, I don't have time, or this period of time we're living in is this or that. For example, to say I don't have time, you can say vaqtim yo'q or vaqtim bor. Someone could ask you, vaqtingiz bormi? Do you have time? Ha, vaqtim bor, or yo'q, vaqtim yo'q. But the next one, soat, has number of meanings. The first one is hour. The second one is watch, watches, right? Hand watches. And the third one is time. What time is it now? Soat necha bo'ldi? Soat. So this one is very frequent. The next word is minutes, daqiqa, seconds, soniya. However, we use frequently Russian version, like to say 5 minut, 5 sekund, right? 5 daqiqa, 5 soniya is rarely used, or used not in capital. And then we have yarim. Yarim means half, and we can say yarim soat, which means half an hour, and yarim kg, yarim kilo, which means half a kilo. And this one is also pretty frequent. Rob barasa, exactly. For example, exactly, it's sharp, 1 o'clock sharp, right? Soat rob barasa bir, soat rob barasa ikki, soat rob barasa uch. Okay, let's revise counting from 1 to 12, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Backwards, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In this video, these are all the numbers we will revise, and if you'd like to practice more, you'll have to go back to the video about numbers. So, in order to tell time, we also need to know 10, 20, tens from 10 to 60, and this is how we read it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, so soat necha bo'ldi? What time is it now? Hozir soat rob barasa 7. It's exactly 7 o'clock. It's sharp, like it's shown on the photo. Soat necha bo'ldi? Soat uch. Soat uch. Soat necha bo'ldi? Soat. So the hour arrow is showing, the hour hand is showing 11, which is 11, and the minute hand is showing yarim, 11 yarim. In order to learn the simple way to read to tell time, you probably know, some of you already know how to count, right? So to make it a little bit harder, I've decided to add parts of the day. So whenever we tell time, you define which part of the day it is. So if you learned greetings and if you watched the video about greetings, we talked about Khairli kun, Khairli tong, Khairli aksham, Khairli kech. And you probably have approximate understanding of those words. Tong is morning, and we have it here. And the time before tong is called sahar. It's very early, dawn, almost dawn time. And even before that. For example, when people are fasting and during Ramadan, they wake up very early, they say, Saharda turdum. Turdum means woke up, got up. Saharda turdum. Sahar is the time before even the sun is seen. And we also have the concept of saharlik osh. Osh plov. We have the tradition to sometimes it's known that people who have weddings or big celebrations, they treat with plov their close ones very early in the morning. And that kind of plov also called saharlik osh. So, but in modern life, people start their days with tong, and they can say talab, which means early in the morning, talab, turdum. Saharda turdum would be around this time, during this period of time, and talab would be here. And these frames are approximate. Then the next one is kunduzu. So we had Khairli tong, good morning, Khairli kun, and kunduzu means during the day, like during daytime, which is from 11 approximately till 4 p.m. And during noontime, we have tushpaite, it's just midday, and lunch is called tushlik. And before lunch, after lunch is called tushliktan oldin, tushliktan keyin. Tushliktan keyin uchrashamiz, which means we will meet after lunchtime. Tushliktan oldin uchrashamiz, we'll meet before lunch. Then we have kechqurun and kechasi, right? Evening, late evening, and then we have nighttime, tunda or tunpaita. So let's read these examples. Ertalab, Soat 7'da uchrashamiz. We'll meet at 7 in the morning. Ertalab Soat 7'da uchrashamiz. Kunduzi Soat 2'da uchrashamiz. We'll meet at 2 during daytime, right? In the afternoon. Kechasi Soat 10'da. Kechasi Soat 10'da uchrashamiz. We'll meet at 10 o'clock at night. Okay, the simple way to read time, to tell time, is just to say what you see, right? And it works almost in every language. So if you see 1600, you say 1600. The only thing is that it's more common to say the hour in the range between from 1 to 12. So if it's 16, you could be told Soat tor, Soat tor, Soat roporosator, yeah, or tor yaram, Soat tor yaram. If you ask someone what time is it now, Soat necha boldi, and if they have electronic watches, they can say Soat 16:30. 16:30 means 16:30. But if they have classic watches, then they can say 4:30. So it's interesting how people tell time, depending on what they're wearing. The next is 11:40. 11 is omber, and 40 is qirq. So this is what I wrote here, omber qirq. And it's not perfect yet, because this is just 11:40 40. And in English it works perfect. In Uzbek, when we say it this way, we just list group of numbers, like we do it when telling telephone numbers. For example, if it's 11:40, you just say 11:40, right? But when you're telling time, there's something missing, and I will tell you later. For now, just practice numbers. 12 is 12, 20 is 20, 12, 20. And 14 is 14, but obviously people say 2, 45. Okay, let's practice telling also the parts of the day based on this timing. So 16 and 16:30, 4 o'clock and 4:30. It could be after lunch and also kechqurun. And for me, it's kechqurun now because we're living during winter time, during the winter season. And at 4:30, it's already dark, so it's kind of kechqurun. But during summer, it's tushliktan keyin, right? Kunduzi. So this period of time is kunduzi. So right now, ask yourself, look at your clock, watches, and tell me or tell yourself what time is it now. Soat necha bo'ldi? Soat necha bo'ldi? Soat bo'ldi. Soat 11:30 bo'ldi. What time is it here? 11:30. 11 means 11, yarim means half. Okay, so what was missing over there, over here? Some endings, which we add when we tell time. So over here, you see u, 11:40. 11:40. 12:20. 2:45. 4:30. So this one is with yarim, it doesn't work. With exact time and yarim, half, it doesn't change. But with here, it does change. And you're probably wondering why sometimes it's ooh, why sometimes it's you. So let's read, carry on, and I will tell you, I'll explain you. This is 5, besh. 2015, 8, 8u 15, 1520, 15 is 3, 3u 20. This one is 23, 23, but obviously it's 11. 11:40, 00:05, 00:05 is 12u 5. And over here, I divided them, u's in one group, u's in the other group. So why it's u? Here's the answer. Pay attention to the last word of a number. Bir, r, 8, z, 3, ch, 11, 5. So these are consonants, right? With consonants, we add u. With vowels, we add u. 11:40, 8u 15, 3u 20, 11:40, 5u 10, 12u 20, 2u 45, 12u 5. And at this point, if you have just started learning Uzbek and you're just figuring out numbers, maybe you don't need to do this because your main task is to be understood, right? Even if you say 12, 20 without u or u part, people will get you, people will understand. So this is the part, this is the rule or the recommendation which you need to start doing if only you are okay with numbers already. You can tell time in simple way like this one, and you're ready to, go further, do the next step. Let's see the parts of the day of the same samples. 11:40, 11:40 is kunduzi. Okay, 20:15 is evening time. This is kechqurun, 8:15. 15:20 is daytime. Kunduzi, 3:20. 23:40 is nighttime, late night time. So this is kechasi. We have kechqurun, which is till 8:39, and late night kechasi. 11:40. This is very morning time, almost sahar, but you can say ertalab, you can say sahar, saharda. This one is 12:20, 12:20. 12:20. This is obviously during daytime, kunduzi, like hayırlı kun. 14:45, 2:45, kunduzi, and at night time, kechasi, 12:05. In order to practice telling time, if you live in Uzbekistan, this is what you need to do. You go outside, you stop a stranger, and you say, "Kechirasiz, soat necha bo'ldi?" Even if you do know the time, and you don't need to ask someone, you do it for the sake of practicing, for the sake of listening what you will be told. Kechirasiz, soat necha bo'ldi? Soat necha bo'ldi? And this is for you to practice telling time. And these two versions, you can do both for morning and evening time. The rest, it's just clear which part of the day it is. And I would like to read your answers in the comments. And of course, I will be waiting for you to push like button, because you'll support our project and other people can see our videos. And if you like it, if you like our videos, just don't forget to press like basishni unutmang. And here's one short dialogue I want to read before we finish. So here's short dialogue of two people outside in the city. When someone says, "What time is it? Excuse me, what time is it?" and the other answers. And here are 5 versions of an answer. Kechirasiz, soat necha bo'ldi? Soat? Ha. Version number 1. Soat 2:30 bo'ldi. Time, it's 2:30, right? Version number 2. Soatim yo'q. I don't have time. I don't have watches. Version number 3. Soat ropa rosa 5. Version number 4. Soat 2:20. 2:20. 2:20. And version number 5. Soat 5:10. Soat 5:10. Of course, you can see, you can read it now, and you can figure out what the person is answering, all 5. But what about going outside and doing it and asking strangers and listening to what they say and trying to figure out? Maybe you could record it and then play it to your friend, native speaker, so that you can figure out together. Anyway, bugungi darsimiz yoqqan bo'lsa, albatta like tugmasini bosing. Sizlarni keyingi darsda qolaman. Xayr, salomat bo'ling. Ko'rishguncha.